over the world. Original King Julian for the case man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you're cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you're cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, physically
All right, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Are you there? Do I see you? In the comments, be sure that you are letting Charlie know that you are here.
Fantastic.
Make sure you give StreamYard permission to see your name, StreamYard.com/Facebook. You want to know you're here, tag your friends. Let them know you're here. Let them know we're live. We have a drawing tonight, and you have to be live to win it. So be sure you're on for our special logo drawing for our hit
and you don't know makeup.
because it's time for us to get started here. We've got lots of great stuff to show you. Grab your friends, tell them to get on over here. Let's make this thing happen. Okay. All right. I see five. What? You can't do this with five. Let's make it 25. Come on, guys. Get your friends on here. Can I get everybody you know? Make sure you share with the folks that aren't on Facebook. They can watch us at youtube.com for Ray Sale. All right. Good evening, everybody. How are you tonight? So glad to have you here. I'm Marsha Brown, your business leader. But really and truly, I'm just your friend that's here to help you make more money in this business. Because, guys, that's what it's all about. We are here to help you build a booming business that allows you to live your #yes life, be able to do the things that you want to do. And tonight we're going to be sharing with you some tips and ideas on how to maximize the ability you have to make money in this business. We're going to share a fun recipe with you. We're going to share some really cool tips and maybe even a preview of something that's coming very, very soon. You don't want to miss out on that. All right. So as always, guys, I want you to tell me something in the comments right now. Tell me something good that has been happening to you today. Maybe you made a contact with somebody, picked up a new customer today. Maybe you added 5 new people to your VIP group. Maybe you dated a party. Maybe you sold a fridge smart set. Whatever it is, whatever something good that you did today that in your business, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Let us know, because we want to celebrate with you, because that's really and truly what it's all about, is celebrating together what we are achieving in our business. All right. And of course, I always like us to start with a quote. And I love this quote because it's about the power of what your dreams can be. Make bold moves towards your dreams every day. Refuse to stop, and nothing can stop you. Now, what that really means is that don't be timid. Don't sit there and say, nobody wants to have a party. Nobody wants to do anything. Decide today, every day when you get up, that today is going to be a great day. And today I'm going to make my dreams come true. And then do the things that you are in control of. Do the things that will get you where you want to go, and refuse to stop. I can tell you from my own personal experience, when I made that decision that I was going to define what my business was instead of letting my business define what I got, I changed the way I worked. I was able to say, these are the things that I want to do every single day. These are the things that I need to accomplish, just like any job. All right. So right now, if you have a job already, if you have a job outside the home, if you work for somebody else, you have what I like to call a job just over broke. And so when you work for somebody else, that's really and truly what it's all about. Someone else is controlling what you get and how much money you make. So right now, I want you to think about what your job description is, right? When you show up for work, whether you work at the bank, whether you work in an office, whether you work in a store, whether you work in tech, whatever it is that you do, when you get there, you have certain things you have to do every day. Is that right? In the comments right now, go ahead and tell me what's something that you know you have to do. I have to clock in. I have to set up the display. I have to make sure that all this money is counted right. I have to make sure that all the drugs are locked up if I work in a doctor's office. All of those things, we have a checklist of things that we do, right? And we know that we have to do them every day. Because if I showed up for work at the bank or anywhere and just walked around because I didn't really know what to do today, you wouldn't have a job for very long. You know what you have to do. You go to work, you do it, and you don't waste time because you know that you have responsibilities with your job. This is the same thing with our Tupperware business. If you make bold moves, that means you act, not react, every day on making your dreams come true, and you don't stop. Just because someone tells you no, you don't stop. You keep moving, and if you do that, nothing can stop you, and you will achieve your dreams in your Tupperware business. So that is always something that's super important and super exciting for us to think about. Well, right now, I want to share a recipe with you. So I am going to go on over to Studio B, and I have a very special helper over there today in Studio B with me. And we are going to, it's coming on. There we go. Okay.
Oh. I'm not your helper. I'm just filling space right now, my friends. How are you guys doing? If you haven't checked in, make sure you tag a friend to let them on. But let me bring in Marsha and a special guest.
All right, guys. So I am so excited to be here with you. You see that recipe on there. We're going to take that off. We'll post it for you. But I have a special helper tonight. Yay, she's been my little helper in the kitchen since she was way little, when she used to be a Tupper tot, and she gets really mad when I call her that now, because she's not a tot. She's a Tupper teen now.
Yep. No, not yet.
But not yet, not quite. But she's a Tupper preteen, Tupperware tween. What do you call it? I don't know. Anyway, she loves to cook. She loves to help me in the kitchen, and she had a special request, and that was that we make what?
Peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler. Why do you love peach cobbler so much?
Because it's tasty and healthy. Well, kind of healthy.
Yeah, well, we can make it a little healthier, but it is, because we're going to use fresh peaches, not canned, or pie filling. We're going to use fresh peaches that we've got, and we're going to share with you a product that you might see in the very near future for a special offer. Okay, I didn't say that. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is we got to make our cobbler. Now, I call this Lazy Day Cobbler because it's so simple to do. We're going to use our whip and mix container. This is the one that has like 3 little mixers on the bottom of it. Works super fast, super well. There's 2 gears, one for whipping cream, one for mixing batters and things along that line. And so when you turn it one time, it's like you've whipped it 50 times, which is really amazing. So what we're going to need to do is this recipe calls for 1 cup self-rising flour, 1 cup sugar, and 1 cup milk. Or to make it a little healthier, we can substitute half of it with Greek yogurt and half of it with milk. And we could also add some protein powder into it, because that'll up the protein fat. And we could even use like half whole wheat flour to give it a little bit more substance, a little more fiber to it. But in this case tonight, we're just going to use our sugar and our flour. So if you want to go ahead and put that in there and just dump it right in there. We've already pre-measured it out. Super simple, guys. This is such a great recipe. Love to do this when I'm doing in-home parties because it's so easy to do. And did I tell y'all her name? I don't think I did, because she's my Tupper team. But this is Keston.
Hi.
Yep, there we go. Okay, Keston, and then we're going to need to add this in. Now, this is our milk and Greek yogurt. I'm using the plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. Go ahead and dump that in there all together. Yay, did it all come in there? Did you get it all? Pretty good, yeah, good deal. Scrape that last little bit out. And then I'm going to let you mix this up for me because it's super easy using the whip and mix. If you don't have this, this is so great. Like I said, it'll whip egg whites, it'll whip cream,
It'll do your batters and things along that line. But what it's super good for also is if you want to shred chicken or pork, after you've cooked your chicken and your pork, you put your meat in there and you put this in place and it will literally shred it for you. All right, so it has little teeth on the back side. We're going to put those in here, lock it in place. We're going to go ahead and put that into gear 2, and I'm going to let you go ahead and stir that up for us and get that going. There she goes. Come on, work it, work it. Now I took a stick of butter and I melted it in the cover to our Ultra Pro lasagna pan. This is the cover, but it makes a great dish for this particular cobbler. So it's already melted. I've got that in there. And then we're going to do our peaches. Now we're using fresh peaches. And I wanted to share with you one of my favorite tools. Is it about done?
I'd say so.
Okay, we need to probably stir the bottom. If you'll take this out and just stir the bottom. Okay, I'm going to set that right there and let you stir around the bottom, get that. I'm going to take our peach, okay? So one of the things about peach, stone fruits, as well as tomatoes, is that they all have a very thin skin. And when you go to peel them, you want to make sure that you just get the skin off and you don't pull a lot of the meat or the flesh of the fruit off. So I am going to use one of my favorite gadgets. This is our peeler set. This is such a cool set. If you haven't seen this, go, oh my gosh, I haven't seen that, because you're going to want to have one of these. You definitely want one of these in your kitchen. So it comes with a handle, and the handle fits all 3 different blades that come with it. So tonight I'm going to use the middle one here. This is what I call it's the horizontal peeler, because it runs horizontal. And if you can see there, the blade actually has 2 different sides. One side is a straight edge, which is great for peeling potatoes or for any of your hard vegetables and fruits. And then it has a serrated looking one on the other side. So the serrated one, yep. And that's what I'm going to use for this, because it's a soft fruit. I want to do this. So I take it, that piece is at the top, and then you just put it on there, and you look at this, guys. Is this the coolest thing? Look how it just pulls the skin right off of that. Just like that, super thin skin. You don't lose any of your peach in there as well. And we'll just run that around, all the way around, gets all of your skin off of it. It's perfect for tomatoes, so you can have that beautifully peeled tomato as well. Skin out of there. These smell so good, don't they, Keston?
Oh yes, very sweet.
So do you know what vitamins we get out of our peaches?
Maybe vitamin C.
We definitely get some vitamin C. Peaches have a lot of vitamin A, and they have a lot of antioxidants. So it's really good to help keep free radicals out of your body. Those are the things that cause cancer. So we want to keep those out of our bodies too. But besides that, they just taste really yummy. They're high in fiber.
Good for a hot summer day.
Good for a hot summer day. And actually, South Carolina sells the most peaches of anybody in the country. A lot of people think it's Georgia, but they're wrong. It's South Carolina. All right, so here we have our peach. All done. Now, these peaches here are called clingstones. The early part of the summer here in the Carolinas. Clingstone means that the flesh sticks to the stone. These are stone fruits. Things like plums, peaches, things like that are all stone fruits. Come midsummer, we'll be able to get what they call the freestones, and those they actually just fall right off of the stone altogether. All right, so we've got those all cut up. Da, 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 da. I get to mess my hands up. You get to put everything together. All right, so if you can stir those peaches up real quick for me. Yummy, yummy. Okay, now I'm going to take our dish here. Okay, so we have this melted butter. See, it's all melted in there. Y'all can see it's a stick of butter. And then we're going to pour the batter on top of it. So just pour that right on top of it. You don't stir it at all. You just pour it onto it. And what that does is it causes it to kind of mix all together by itself, and it gives it that nice crunchy sort of edges all around it. Grab your spatula, scoop that last little bit out of there. Yay! You could add a little vanilla to this if you wanted to. You could also use some brown sugar as well as white, and half brown sugar, half white sugar. Sometimes I like a little bit of nutmeg in it. You can use any kind of fruit with this. So Lazy Day cobbler, you just mix these 3 things up then with a stick of butter, and then you're going to add anywhere from 2 to 4 cups of fruit. You can do blueberries. We could do peach and blueberry. That's always great together. We could do in the fall, we can do apples. So it's such a great recipe to do anytime you just want something sweet, and it's going to cut some nice little crunchy edges to it. Perfect. All right, so you'll see that it's got the butters all around it, which is okay, because it's going to mix all in together. And then we're just going to take these and we're just going to spoon them out. And I'm going to let you go ahead and just spoon that all over it. We've already preheated our oven to 350 degrees. We're going to cook it for 30 minutes, and we're going to show you the finished product in just a minute. But I want to show you about this little peeler just a little bit longer while Keston is doing such a beautiful job putting that fruit all around there. All right, and then we're just going to take this over to the oven. You think you can handle that?
Yep.
All right, and then just, you can carry it like that and then just put the top one in. You don't have to put the bottom one. Okay, so this little peeler, as I said, is so versatile. So you can, you've got the 2 sides here, one for onions, one for potatoes and carrots and stuff like that, one for your soft fruits. It's got this little thing on the edge here. Can you see that? That's to get the eyes of the potatoes out. You can just use that to rip those out. You can also take your fresh herbs and you can run it through there and pull it, and it'll pop the leaves off of your fresh herbs, and then you won't have all those woody pieces of it. Now you just push this little button and it removes your blade, and then we have 2 other blades. So this is the one that's great for your carrots or anything you like to peel like this. What kind of things do you peel like this?
Carrots, potatoes.
Carrots and potatoes are good. So you can use it like this, and it works perfect for that. Once it just sits back in there. And it also has the thing that fits on there for you to take the potato eyes, the eyes of the potatoes out. But I got to show you this one. This one is my favorite one. Look how big that is. And you might be going, what I do with that, Marcia? Well, I'll tell you, if you are ever going to do anything with butternut squash, we love butternut squash, don't we?
Oh, yes.
We love butternut squash soup. We love to do that in our pressure cooker in the fall.
Tasty.
This is what we use to peel the butternut squash. It's perfect for that. It's also great for eggplant. It peels the eggplant because that's a really thick skin. It gets all the skin off the eggplant. But I also love it if I'm going to make, I know your mom makes these a lot of times. They're like a zucchini or a squash roll up in a muffin pan with the eggs and cheese and all of that stuff.
So good.
It is so good. And we can do that with this because here we go. See, I've got a yellow squash here. And what I usually like to do is I'll just move this out of the way so they can see it really good. So I just run it one time to get a flat edge, and then you flip it over. And then I'm going to let you just run that. Can you do that? And just run it back and just kind of, just leave it on the table and just push it down and pull it back towards you. Yep, just like that. Yep, and then just keep doing them. And you get these nice thin slices, do it thick. Just make a slice, a big slice all the way down. Yeah. I like to do it with zucchini. I do it with the yellow squash. You can do this also with eggplant if you want to make an eggplant roll up. And so basically you keep doing it all the way down, and you get these little pieces like this. Now you can brush these with olive oil and breadcrumbs and bake them, and it's kind of like those zucchini fritas, those fried zucchinis, but you're not frying it, so it's really good for you. You could use it in your air fryer. And as we were saying, you can take these and you roll them up just like this, and you put them in your muffin cups, and then you can put a little bit of diced onions in it, cheese and eggs, and cook them, and they're great for just grab and go snacks in the breakfast as well. This peeler is the bomb, guys, and it's such a fantastic piece to have. And all of the pieces sit in their little home like this, so you can just grab it anytime. You've got 3 different peelers, 1 handle, so it works for everything. And you're going, well, how am I going to get this, Marcia? Now, I'll tell you that this thing retails for over $50, but you're going to have a chance to get it for not $50, not $40, not $30. I can't tell you anymore. But come Thursday, you're going to find out how you want to grab one of these, and you're going to want to make sure everybody knows about it, because now you know about it, and you're going to want everybody to take advantage of this too. So this is our fabulous peeler set, and it's going to be coming to you maybe in the very near future, like Thursday. Okay, I didn't tell you that, did I? All right, so we're going to let that cook. And while we're letting that cook, we have a few more things we want to share with you coming up as well. So switching back over to Studio A. There we go. Hi.
Hi, I'm back here in Studio A. Okay, I'm trying to make sure we remove that one there. Oh, was Charlie doing it too, or was it just me? All right, here we go. Check that out.
All right, guys. So, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, guys, as you see here, these are some things you should have. You should have gotten an email last week, like Thursday, about these that are coming out tomorrow. Now, these are Salesforce only offers, and I want to talk to you for just a minute about these particular items, and especially 3 of them in particular, because they're all great items, but there's 3 that I really, really love. And the reason I want to talk to you about these is because these are Salesforce only, which means you can't, it's not something you're going to post and your customers are going to go to your website and order. This is something that only you can order. But if you are smart about using these can turn into really profitable opportunities for you. So I want to start with down at the bottom right corner, that jumbo canister with the carrier handle. That is the 5-quart size. That's over a gallon. That is the one my grandmother used to make iced tea in every day. And she had that. She'd have to lift it up and pour it out, and it didn't even have that nice handle like this one is. It's perfect for if you're going to the lake, if you're going out. It can be used as a little tub to carry things in. It's great for putting lemonade in, and if you're doing something at the church, you could make Kool-Aid for the kids. And at that price, $15. It's normally $50, guys. So at $15, that's your cost. Okay, so you're going to get $15 sales credit. It's going to cost you $15 because Salesforce offers, our commission is already, our discount is already kind of factored into it. So for $15. Now, I would not say to my customers, hey, I got this really good deal. You want this for $15? You want to make money. That's why you're in this business. But you could offer it to your customers for $25. You got to know ahead of time, because you got to put that order in all at once, because it's all got to come to you. And then you'd have to reship it to them if they lived away. I would offer it for people who are local, more importantly, and give them that chance to get that. But I would reach out to some of my best customers, my customers that I know do a lot of camping, that maybe have to haul water if they're doing primitive camping, people that go to the lake a lot or go to the beach a lot. It's just a perfect thing for stashing and carrying things. And you could offer it to them at $25, and then you can order them. And so you're going to make $10 on every single one you sell, but they're getting a great deal because it normally retails for $50. So that's one of them. The other one that I really am excited about is the microfiber eyeglass towels. Now, those we've had these before. They're the perfect thing. I used to use them at my parties, pass them around, and tell everybody to clean off their phone, because it's the perfect thing to clean the cover of your phone, the screen on your phone, to get all the fingerprints off of it, get all the germs off of it. The microfiber pulls the germs off of it, so it's antimicrobial at the same time. They're great for getting the film off of your glasses, your sunglasses. But what I really love about them is that they are really flat. So it's easy to mail. I can stick it in a card, put it in an envelope, and send it as a first-class postage. It doesn't cost me any extra, really, to mail these to people. And so you get 2 of these for $7. They're normally a $15 value. So once again, you could use these as I would get some of these to have as bonuses. So like if you're doing your online party and you're doing a drawing, this is a perfect one that you can mail to people for winning your door prize. You could use these with your host. And you could even tie it into your host and say, hey, for taking a clear look at the Tupperware opportunity, I have a free gift for you. So if you really want to grow a business, you're going to want to be talking to people about joining you in Tupperware. And sometimes it's just a matter of saying, hey, let me give you the facts. How can you say no if you don't know what you're saying no to? I'm going to give you some facts. And, for taking a clear look, you get a free gift from me. And what better free gift than this? You can even print off the little info sheet from Tup Now that talks about this, that you can, so they'll know more things they can do with it. So that's another really cool thing that you can use. And then of course, if you have vendor events and things coming up, any of these can work really good. But one I'm especially excited about is the Lunch It containers. And, you know, I've got a couple of pictures of things you can do with them. This is, you know, normally, of course, they sell for like, I think what are they in the catalog now? $21, $22 right now in the catalog. $21. Yeah, it's $21 in a set. And we're offering, you know, you're able to get these two for $10, which is $5 each. So there's lots of things we can do with that. Corinne's going to actually come and share with you a few things in just a second. I'm going to share with you a couple of pictures, though, of things that I've snapped from other people. One of my friends does a lot of traveling in an RV, and she was making up meals, you know, snacks for them for the next several days. And somebody said, why are you doing so many? She goes, we're going to be gone 5 days. Our snacks are already done for the 5 days. So she made little charcuterie dishes, little protein packs, little snacks that they could have. And everybody in the family has one, and they have their, you know, so they grab them, and these can be done ahead of time and you just grab and go. So they're perfect for that. But they can also be used for so many other things. Karen Edwards, one of our directors, was sharing how she uses these when she travels for her jewelry. So she, like, if she's going away for 3 days, she's got 3 different sets of jewelry, all organized so they don't get tangled up. A first aid kit to keep in your car. And of course, if you do those press-on nails, it's perfect for that. But you know what? I have somebody who has lots of ideas to share with you, and I'm going to bring her on right now.
And we're back with an echo in Studio B. Marsha, here we go. There we go. Hey, everyone. Can I just stop real quick, though, and just say thank you guys all for the incredible comments about Keston. Like, I was scrolling through, and I was like, that's my little baby. Oh, you should see Layla. Like, for real. Like, both of them just say some prayers for me, because Keston's only 12 years old, who you just saw. My other one's 15. Yeah, we got some years in front of us, so I'm going to need as many prayers and love and support for these little beautiful girls, because, whew, all right. They're good kids. It's just, you know, what comes around to them, right? All right, so let's talk about these lunches. Now, Marsha already shared a ton of great ideas, right? How many of you guys love the idea for the jewelry? I thought that was a fantastic idea that Karen shared. Also, the idea of doing a, what do you call it, first aid kit. I actually made a whole bunch of fun little kits too, because I'm going to do a reel with them. So I'm going to encourage all of you guys, if you're on social media, if you have lunchettes at home, see what you have around your house. See what you could put together and do your own content. Make your own reel and go ahead and put it in your story and get people excited about these. Because once you see all the uses for it, everything kind of changes. Remember, the way to like have sales, right? For the art of sales in general, besides knowing your product, is also being able to offer solutions. So in order to offer solutions, we have to identify people's problems. And a lot of times you see that by going, oh, have you ever had this? Let me show you something. So first aid kit, really great one. Easy to do. Another one, period packs. Hello, I have 2 daughters, right? If you have any ones that, you know, like with school and everything, you can have your pads, your tampons, your Motrin, your Tylenol, and some chocolate in there for them, and have it sealed up. It's liquid and airtight. You know, and the chocolate might melt if you leave in the car on a hot day. So maybe be aware of what type of chocolate you're doing. But you could have like these little packs like in the car or wherever, or in their backpack. And it seems a little bit more discreet maybe, where no one would really know. But that way they're also always prepared, have their little wet wipes there too, you know, just in case something were to happen. Using it for travel stuff, also having your travel size shampoos and stuff in there. But here's one that I used for the girls when they were little. You know, when you go out to restaurants and stuff, keeping your kids entertained. I honestly never liked really giving them my devices. I know that there's a lot of people that use iPads and devices. My girls do have devices today, but when they were younger, I really wanted to teach them how to have manners and conversation at the table. And so at 2 years old and that stuff, I would have little entertainment packs for them. Now, that probably doesn't have much to do with conversation, but the point was, if they weren't going to be engaged with us, they're not going to be glued to a screen. And I didn't want that for my kids when they were little. So I always like to bring little packs like this. So I literally went to the Dollar Tree today because obviously my kids are grown and I've gotten rid of all the little stuff. They have, I'm sure you have Legos at home, boy, girl, whatever you might have, little cars. Find a bunch of their little toys that will fit in the top 2 compartments here. I love the fact that you can get these little like set of Legos. They're not Legos, but from the Dollar Tree for $1.25, right? Not bad. If they drop some places, you don't care. Well, we don't want to step on them. But the point is they're in there. Then I have this really adorable little pack of colored pencils. How cute is that little pack? Because how many times do you go someplace and they don't always give you crayons, right? I love drawing. I like the tables that have the cloth just so I can draw, right? So I can play tic-tac-toe with my kids because we love playing games when we're out to eat. So you've got little slips of paper in here. I've got some playing cards in here. You could have flashcards in here and make it also be like a little educational thing. But it's great ways that you can utilize the luncheons. And I want you guys to be sharing this with other people so that they know all the great stuff that you can utilize it for. But here's why I'm also ordering them. Okay, guys? I do this thing at my Tupperware parties and at my events a lot of times when I do my meal prep workshops called the Deal of the Day. How many of you guys have heard of Deal of the Day? If you have, put it in the chat because I want to see how many of you guys are familiar with Deal of the Day. So what the Deal of the Day is typically I will buy out certain products like these lunchettes that are going to be 2 for $10. That's $5 each. And I get myself an extra like surplus of them. Typically like 20 or so is what I keep on hand. Because then when I go to my Tupperware party, because I do a lot of in-home parties still, at the end of the party, I do my Deal of the Day. It's my way to say thank you. It's a way to help build my relationship, which hopefully then continues to build my retention. And it helps me move this inventory that I bought at a really great price to help me hit a goal or to give back to them, depending on which ways I ordered it. And kind of like how Marcia did earlier when she was talking about that really cool peeler set, right? She didn't tell you the price. I'm going to tell you the price on these. But what I will do at the party is I'll say, all right, guys, listen. I want to thank you so, so much for coming. Because see, without you, I wouldn't have a business. I've been self-employed now for 22 years, and I wouldn't be able to put my kids first if it wasn't for each and every one of you. And I really need you to, or want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much your business means to me. And I want, when anyone says who your Tupperware lady is, who are you going to say? That's right, you're going to say Corinne. All right, so make sure you always keep that. And I want you to keep using me. So this is my Deal of the Day. Here's what I have for you today. It's the exclusive special. It's the Lunchette. I'll demo it, kind of like how we've kind of demoed it before, talk about it for bento boxes. I always like to make jokes about myself, and I will talk about how I get hangry, because I totally get hangry. My family knows this. When that peak hits, you run, okay? So to keep me from turning into that hangry beast, we always try and make sure we have protein packs where I can have my quinoa salad, I can have veggies and dip, like a lot of the charcuteries, the ideas that were already shared, okay? And so I'll go through and this way they want it. Right? When you offer all these great solutions, they're saying, oh, I need something for this. I need something for this. I need something for that. Okay. So then you go. Now, normally when you order these, you have to order 2 for $21. You will have to pay tax and shipping, which means you're going to end up spending about $33 for these 2 containers. That is, let's say $12 each. Okay. Well, today, because you guys stayed till the end of the party, and because I appreciate you so much, and I want you to always use me, Corinne is your Tupperware lady. And I repeat that multiple times. I always want you to use me. You guys can get these today, not for $12, not for $11, not for $10, not for $9, not for $8, not for $7. What? Yeah, not even $6. You can get these today for only $5 for being my helping hand. This is my Deal of the Day. Each of you guys get one, and then if we have some left over, we'll go back around. And then they always buy me out. Now, I only let them pay cash, check, or Venmo. When I'm at a party, you can never use a credit card for cash and carry. That's just my personal policy that I always like to make sure y'all know, because some people go, well, how do you collect all the money? Well, that's how. And that way you don't get extra fees for it. It covers my cost. If your cost is more, make sure you are aware of that. Just to always make sure, I always make sure to cover my cost. But for them, you want it to be a good 50% discount. And just like Marcia was talking about the microfiber, I will be ordering more of those because they do slip easily into a greeting card, no extra postage. It is a great gift to give. And here's a fun fact for you. There are more germs on your phone right now than there are on your toilet seat. So if you haven't wiped your phone down today, please do. And if you haven't tried doing a Deal of the Day, when items are on sale like this is the time to get it. So I hope you guys learned something new, got some great tips, and we're going to pass it back on.
All right. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, that is so great. And I mean, just think about that. Like she said, they're $21, and then you're going to pay shipping. That's $9.99. So that's $31. And then they're going to pay tax on that. So if they were going to just order a set normally out of the catalog, they're going to spend $33, $34. And so per single one, if you did that, that's like $16, $17 per piece. So even if you don't have to sell them just at your cost at $5, you could do it at $6, $7, or $8. And if you're doing virtual parties and you're going to mail it, then you want to kind of factor that in, because you're going to have to mail it. Now those will fit easily in one of those Tyvek envelopes or whatever, and can ship out for about $4. So you could even sell them for $10, which is still a deal for them, and that includes the shipping, and you still make some money on that too. So I want to share this with you, because I love when Tupperware gives us a chance to get some really good deals on stuff, but they don't do you any good if they're just sitting in a room. You've got to use these things to help you make money. Another thing, I like to use things like either the eyeglass towel or the little lunchettes would be at your parties, and even in your virtual parties, that anybody who places an order of $50 or more can get this item for $5. And because that way it pushes people to buy more, and then you have something you can easily mail them. And maybe if you do 7 or 8 for the lunchet, then that'll help cover your shipping for that too. So just think about that and take advantage of what Tupperware has. Now, right now, I have on my screen our Tupperware logo, because I had offered a challenge to you guys that we would have a drawing tonight from everybody who had hit submit this week. Because how do you make money? You hit submit. Every time you hit submit with a customer's order, you are making money. Cha-ching. And I always loved that sign. I remember years ago, we had a trainer, her name was Eleanor Gingler, and she used to say, anytime I need money, poof, a party. And she would date a party and then go to somebody's house and do the party and make money. But see, we're so lucky today in this virtual world that we can, hit submit, and we just made money. Cha-ching. So many of you took advantage of that. And I am going to actually do a drawing right now. And I'm going to pull this up here. Let's see. There we go. Yay. All right. So here we have on the screen everybody who has hit submit since Thursday until, and I actually did it till 6 p.m. today. Everybody's right there. We're going to find out who's going to win my exclusive logo bag of goodies. Da, 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 da. Wonder who it's going to be. There's no music because I've got it share screen. But the winner is dun, 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 dun. All right, Sharon Cutshall. Sharon, are you on? Because you have to be on to win. All right, so Sharon, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds here to let us know, comment that you're on, let us know you're here. Charlie's looking, and I don't think she is, okay? And Sharon, if you watch the replay and you do comment to me, send me a message, I saw the replay, then okay, I'll let you have it. But we're going to have to go till we can find somebody who's on. So if you see your name, if you know you hit submit, you got to yell it out right now. You got to comment right now that you are on. And you got that, and it says it's Michelle Davis. Is Michelle Davis on? Michelle Davis, are you on? Be sure that you are commenting and letting us know. All right, we're going to wait just a second because I know there's a little bit of a lag. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Yes.
Yes, Charlie says yes. She just responded. So congratulations, Michelle. You win the logo pack for me. Congratulations to you. So glad that you're on. And I think this is so fun doing something where you have to be on to win, right? You like it. You can't win if you're not in it, and you can't get your gift if you're not on. All right. So we're going to keep going with a few more things, and then we're going to show you that amazing cobbler that we have cooking in the oven in there. So reminder to you all that ending on Wednesday is our pretty pink party, the Modular Mates round set, and the ultimate mixing bowl set. And of course, we've had some great tips and ideas on how to share those. We've shared those with you. My suggestion to you for tomorrow and Wednesday is, pick one of these, share several different things with it. Reach out to people that you know that love to bake. If you have this set of bowls, guys, you need to stack them up and take a picture of yourself with it, because I don't think people realize how big that the ultimate mixing bowl, the large one, that's 40 cups. That's almost as big as that's a mega bowl. So if you can show them that, that'll really help them to see, visually how it is. So they could pay $36 for that's a mega bowl, or they could pay $39 and get 3 bowls. And this set, is over $100 value. So it's a huge, huge savings for them. And of course, who doesn't love our Modular Mate rounds? And in pink, it's just perfect. Reach out to all your Mary Kay folks. You've got 2 days to sell as many of these as possible. There's still plenty of inventory. So don't worry, about maybe I shouldn't promote it because what if they sell out? We've got plenty of inventory right now. Promote it like crazy tonight and tomorrow. Get those orders in. I will keep you updated on inventory so you'll know. All right. Another thing that we have going on is we have those beautiful Impressions bowls in the blue, and we have our BOGO Fridge Smart set. Both of these go for another week, so you still have 9 more days to promote this. But using things like this, the this or that, to show people the real value. Because I think right now a lot of people don't realize what great offers we have in Tupperware. I was sharing with our directors the other day, and I had shared on our page, in case you missed it, about the penetration into our market. In other words, how many households do we reach? So I shared with you how many people there are in the United States, in each state, and how many consultants there are in each state, and how many orders we're getting in each state, and so how much we're selling. Overall, guys, we are not even in the entire United States, all the sales force of the United States, we are not even getting 4% of the population. And if you break that into households, that's even less. But only 4% of the population has actually had the chance to buy Tupperware this year. So we need to get out there. We need to let people see this. So these are 2 really awesome offers, I think, to put out there. The this or that with the Impressions bowls, because you can buy the regular set for $43, or you can get this special set for $29. But to me, the Fridge Smart, of course, is the biggest, best value. It's $242 value they're able to get for $99. Plus, they're going to get that handy spiralizer for free. And there just might be something else they can add on Thursday to that order to bring it up to $119. So you want to be sure that you're checking all that out also. And then we, of course, have these great offers for you. We have our 2-week sales challenge that is going through this week and next. So we already have folks who qualified for their first set. You can get 2 of these, but check it out, guys. You actually get 2 sets at the first level. So when you sell $500, you don't get just 1 lunch set, you get 2 of those lunch sets, which is $144 value for $25. And once again, these are great items that you can break up into pieces and sell individually. You can use these as bonus gifts at parties, as booking gifts to get people to date parties. So take advantage of that. And then, of course, for the month, your chance to get that absolutely incredible chic dining set. Love, love, love that. Love that little caterpillar dish for all of your nuts and mints and things, and condiments and all of that. Once again, with just $250 in sales, you can get that for $25 also. All right. And then last but not least, we have one more thing that you have a chance to qualify for this month, and that is our Level Up reward. When you step up to manager this month, you can step up to manager, you can jump manager, go right to star manager, or go right to executive manager. You're going to get my favorite size fry pan. This is the 8-inch fry pan for just $20. It's super fantastic. You're going to love it. And you still got 9 days to promote to manager. So what are you waiting for? Let's make that happen. And then for all of our managers, you have a chance to grab hold to this incredible stock pot and 2 of those wonderful gloves. In fact, I think Keston is using the gloves to get the stuff out of the oven and bring it over here to us to show. And you're going to be able to get that for $30 when you are paid at title and you have 1 recruit. So you got 9 days to make sure your team is at paid as title, and you get your personal recruit, and you will be on the way there as well. Reminder that Thursday at noon, your additional July samples open. So if you didn't order last week, there was only 1 item that opened, or 2 items that opened last week. So if you wait till Thursday, you can take advantage of all of your samples and get all of those there as well. Okay, so would y'all like to get a look at that cobbler that we were making? Well, I can't wait to bring it onto the camera here. Let me take this off. There they are. They got the friends over there helping her. Check it out, guys. Does that not look amazing? See how the butter pulls up around the edges, makes it nice and brown, and then the fruit just kind of drops down into it. So it kind of has a crunchiness around the edges and everything. Does it smell good, Keston?
It smells so good.
Okay, well, so Keston, are you gonna sample it for us and let us know?
Yes.
Okay, so Keston's going to give us the official tasting.
Mommy steals the tasting.
Oh no, we're not supposed to let you taste. Okay, you can taste. And of course, you can always put ice cream or whipped cream with it. I actually like to put yogurt on mine because I love the tanginess of it. It's hot. It's hot.
Blow on it first before you eat it straight out of the oven.
We literally just took it out of the oven.
So it takes about 30 minutes to cook, and it comes out perfect every time. This is such a super easy recipe. It's a great one to do at an in-home party. You can do it in the morning. You can do it in the afternoon or
Told you
evening.
it's hot. It's so good. Let it sit on the counter for at least 10 minutes, okay? Before you serve it. Don't try to eat it right away. But I love all the flavors that are in it. I love this crust. I don't know what it is. It's just that it's not cakey, but it's crumbly, and it's just the perfect cobbler. Like when I think of cobbler, this is the type of cobbler I want.
Yum. Well, guys, I hope that they save some for me so that I can go get some of it as well. They're going to go get the other kids and bring them up here.
No, we're taking this to our room.
Oh, I don't think so. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she did that. All right, so guys, just remember sampling on Thursday, something new and exciting coming Thursday, and there just might be one more little extra thing coming on Thursday. Take advantage of the specials that you have tomorrow. Let's really promote those pink offers these next 2 days, and this or that with our impressions and our Fridge Smart as we go forward. And I want to close tonight with another quote because as you may know or may not know, our word for the year is grit. And grit is sticking with your future day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years. And it kind of goes back to what I said at the beginning, be bold at going for what you want. Don't accept no's. Don't let someone else control your income. Don't let somebody else control your future. Get out there and stick with it and do what it takes and show that you are a pearl just waiting to be formed, and get out there and do it. So thanks everybody. We appreciate everything that you do. We always want to hear from you. Tell us what you learned tonight. Tell us what you love. And we'll look forward to seeing you next Monday as well. Congratulations, Yvette, winner of tonight's Move It Monday. All right. Good night, everybody.
Wait. They did they as well. Okay. Oh, I got it. I got the new one. As them.